Hello, this is Yogeshwar 7000 again, and I'm back on my series on Jupiter transits in 2016. And today we'll be talking about Jupiter transit for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius in terms of a moon sign. And when I say moon sign, it is very simple for people who are not familiar with Vedic astrology. Just open your Vedic natal chart, your birth chart, and in case the moon, the planet moon, is placed in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, then your moon sign is Sagittarius. So wherever the moon sits in the zodiac sign, that becomes your moon sign. So today we'll be talking about how this Jupiter transit, which is happening on August the 11th for the next 13 months, where it's jumping from the zodiac sign of Leo into the zodiac sign of Virgo, is going to affect people with the moon sign of Sagittarius. Now, modern astrologers are of the opinion that we should also be considering transits from the Lagna as well. And therefore, people with the zodiac, with the Lagna or the ascendant of Sagittarius, can watch this video as well. But when you look at transits from the Lagna or the ascendant, the rules are different. So do not consider the rules which we discussed based on the ancient scriptures and the Shastras, which we'll be discussing here for Sagittarius moon sign only. So this video is particularly for moon sign. So I just wanted to make this clarification, because the transit from moon may not have the same effect as the transit from ascendant when it's concerned or when it's related to a particular house. For example, in case a transit from moon is good for the 5th house, or when the planet is transiting into the 5th house rather, it is not necessary that the transit into the 5th house, if you consider it from the ascendant, is also good for a planet. So the rules are different for different planets, so please do not get confused. So today we'll be specifically talking about transits for the Sagittarius moon sign as far as Jupiter is concerned, when it's moving from the zodiac sign of Leo into Virgo on August 11, 2016 for the next 13 months. So how is Jupiter going to impact people with Sagittarius moon sign? Is going to actually be moving. Jupiter is going to be moving into the 10th house from the Sagittarius moon sign, and once again, as per the ancient scriptures and the Shastras, it is not a great transit for Sagittarius moon sign ascendants. And the most effect of this negative transit is going to be felt, since it's sitting in the 10th house, it's going to be felt in the house of profession. So be very, very careful in your current job, in your current profession, for people who are self-employed, even for people who are into business. Promotions may not come that easy. You may have to face challenges as far as relationship with bosses are concerned, and you may also have to deal a lot with your colleagues at your place of work. So be extremely careful and cautious on that account, and try to keep a cordial relationship with your superiors and your colleagues both, and just try to be friendly to everybody. As far as job changes are concerned, this is not the great time for you to consider any kind of a job change or a career move. That also may not be a favorable move. as far as moving into a new job or a new career is concerned. Also, in terms of matters of children, their extreme caution has to be exercised. Children's health and relationship with children also has to be dealt with very, very carefully. In terms of wealth and family matters, again, this Jupiter transit for Sagittarius moon sign is not great. Just follow some kind of a relationship with the family members where there is least confrontation. Investment has to be, or investments rather, have to be chosen with a lot of care. Relationship with spouse also needs extra care. Do not get into any kind of a confrontation. Do not get into arguments. If there are challenges, take a back seat and do not be aggressive, or try to kind of smoothen the relationship with your spouse. In case there's a heated argument, try to just back off, and do not let anger overtake you, because that is another thing which I can see here for Sagittarius moon sign people, that anger can come in very easy during this 13 months period as far as spouse and relationship with the spouse is concerned. Health of the mother also needs special attention and care, and relationship with the mother also has to be dealt with extreme caution. So as far as moving into a new home is concerned, that also may not be recommended for this 13 months period. So be very careful on the health of the mother, on relationship with the mother. Do not get into any kind of a confrontation, and no moves as far as moving a place of residence is concerned in this 13 months period, which starts from August 11, 2016 and continues until September of 2017. If you're planning a marriage, try to put it off. If you're in a relationship and planning a marriage, put it off. New relationships, be very, very cautious. This may not be the best time. And health matters also need to be dealt with extreme caution. This may not be the best period for you for health matters. You also may get into a tendency, or people who have a tendency to be overweight. This period may be a little challenging for them, so I think more trips to the gym or any kind of an exercise may be needed, because this is what I see for Sagittarius moon sign people in this coming transit happening on August the 11th, 2016. Now, having said all the negative things, there are certain positives also associated with it, because right now Rahu and Jupiter are sitting in the zodiac sign of Leo, thereby forming a very malefic yoga or a combination called the Guru Chandala combination, or Guru Chandala yoga. And for the moon sign of Sagittarius, it is forming in the 9th house. So relationships with the father especially, and health of the father may have affected you, especially during this last few months, because of the Guru Chandala yoga. Also, relationship with the bosses and any kind of a pilgrimage or a journey may have also been affected adversely for a few months, because of the Guru Chandala yoga, which had been formed for the last few months for Sagittarius moon sign people. So the good news is that Jupiter is separating from Rahu on August the 11th, and it's moving into Virgo, so thereby removing this Guru Chandala yoga. So you'll find a great deal of relief from that point of view. So although I've mentioned that this transit per se, the Jupiter's transit for Sagittarius moon sign, is not the best, but then the relief is that you're also going to be getting relieved from the Guru Chandala yoga, which will be finishing, or which will be removed on August 11, 2016. Now, as far as a bad transit of Jupiter is concerned, there is not much need to worry. There is not much need for a big concern here, because Jupiter is a natural benefic, and its bad transit, or the effects of its bad transit, cannot be felt, or are not felt that severely if you compare it to a bad transit for a malefic like a Rahu or a Ketu or a Saturn or a Mars. So you should not be overly concerned about this negative transit which is happening for you for the next 13 months. And I'm talking about Sagittarius moon sign people again. Also, look at your dashas. The dashas also have to be taken into consideration while considering transits. If you are having positive dashas, many of the negative effects of this Jupiter transit for Sagittarius moon sign people can be nullified, or can be cancelled to a great extent. And of course, if there's a bad dasha, then there's a negative impact, a negative double impact. But it does happen very rarely that you're having a negative transit and also a negative dasha. In most likelihood, you will be having a positive dasha, because as per God's plan, he has created this kind of a plan there. It gives you trouble in one area and it kind of removes trouble in the other area. So in most cases, you will notice that for Sagittarius moon sign people, you may be running into a positive dasha, which will cancel some of the negative effects of this adverse Jupiter transit which is happening for them. But again, there are no guarantees. Check out your dashas also. Check out the transits of other planets. If other planets transits are favorable for you, then of course this negative dasha may not impact you that bad as well. So do not be overly concerned. Look at this effect of the transit for the next 13 months from all angles. From the fact that Jupiter is not a major malefic, in case it's giving you a negative impact based on this transit. From the fact that the dasha may be positive for you. From the fact that the transits of other planets may be favorable for you. And in specific terms, coming to the transit of Saturn, which is happening for Sagittarius moon sign people, of course, a challenging news for you is that Saturn is going to be transiting from the zodiac sign of Scorpio into Sagittarius in January of 2017 for the next 2.5 years. So you're still under the malefic influence of Saturn based on the 7.5 years transit of Saturn, which happens as a Sarde Sati, as we call it, a 7.5 year difficult period, which happens when Saturn transits from the moon, from the 12th house, from the first house, and the second house from the moon. When Saturn does transit from the 12th, first, and the second house from moon, then it's a tough period. And for Sagittarius moon sign, you're still under that influence. You've had this influence for the last 2 years when Saturn actually entered into Scorpio, and this tough time will continue. But look at the whole picture. Don't get overly worried. Look at the whole picture, like I just mentioned to you in this video, and see what is the net effect of this Jupiter transit for you. So hopefully you did enjoy this video. In the meanwhile, I will recommend subscribe to my channel and check out my website. There is a link below, and I will see you with the continuation of my series on Jupiter transits 2016 very soon. Goodbye.